Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. With the holidays and New Year's Eve coming up and then the Super Bowl, I wanted to share with you some of my very favorite appetizers. These are so easy and delicious. I'm excited to share them with you. So let me show you just how to make them. And make sure that you subscribe because I'm sharing delicious recipes each and every week. And I've got a lot of new healthy recipes coming up for the new year, which I'm so excited about. And if you hit the notification bell, then you will know as soon as I upload a new video. And also give me a thumbs up and let me know that you like my videos. So for appetizer number one, we have a delicious pimento cheese pinwheel. So easy, quick, and delicious. So here's what you need for your pimento cheese pinwheels. Of course you will need pimento cheese, and I will give you the link to the recipe for my pimento cheese. And then you will also need flour tortillas. So let me show you how I put these together. Okay. This could not be any easier. You're just going to spread some pimento cheese onto a flour tortilla. So you want to spread that evenly and then just begin to roll this up. And then I'm going to place this seam side down onto a sheet tray. I'm just going to continue to make these. So once you have filled and rolled your tortillas, and then I'm going to take some plastic wrap, cover them, and put them in the refrigerator for several hours. You can even do this overnight, or you can do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to pop this in my freezer for about an hour, and that just makes them a lot easier to slice. Okay, once your tortillas have been in the refrigerator or freezer for a while, they have set up, and so now it's easier to slice. Now the ends, I just go ahead and cut off, and then I just make slices.
So as you can see, I have arranged the pinwheels nicely on a platter, and now I'm just taking some parsley and garnishing to make it look nice and festive. And there you go, so simple but beautiful.
So for appetizer number two, I am going to make an Hawaiian meatball. These are always a hit at parties. They're so easy and delicious. So let me show you how to make them. So here is what you need to make your Hawaiian meatballs. I'm using a home-style meatball that is frozen, and I'm using my favorite barbecue sauce, which is the Sweet Baby Ray's, a little bit of sriracha, a can of pineapple chunks, and a green bell pepper. Okay, I am making meatballs for a crowd, so I'm going to be using my large roaster, but you can use a just a slow cooker if you want. I'm going to add my meatballs. Okay, so I've opened my barbecue sauce, and then I'm going to pop this little lid off and put this all in my meatballs. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the juice from this can of pineapple chunks, and I'm going to fill my bottle with this juice. I better put the lid back on. Shaking it. Try to get out all that barbecue sauce. There you go. All right, so then I'm going to dump my pineapple chunks. I'm also going to add a squirt of sriracha, however much you want. All right, I'm gonna stir this around. And now I'm going to add a green bell pepper. All right. Now stirring all this around until it's nice and evenly coated. And I'm gonna let these cook. Look at these delicious meatballs. So for appetizer number 3, I'm going to make a delicious cranberry cocktail weenies. Now I'm telling you, this is only 3 ingredients. It is super easy and it's always a hit. People always ask, what is in this? And it's so easy. Let me show you how to make them. Okay, so to make your cranberry cocktail weenies, you need a package of Little Smokies, a can of whole berry cranberry sauce, or you could also use my 3 ingredient cranberry sauce, and then a bottle of cocktail sauce or chili sauce. Okay, so to a slow cooker, I'm going to add my Little Smokies, and then I'm going to add my cocktail sauce. And then the 1 can of the cranberry, the whole cranberry sauce. Now I'm just going to mix this together, turn it on high, and let this cook for a couple hours. Oh boy, look at these cranberry cocktail wieners. So good. So for appetizer number 4, I'm going to make, get ready, a buffalo chicken dip. Oh, this is so good. And this is probably my most requested dip or appetizer to bring to family events or parties. People love this dip, and I love it because it's so easy and quick. I don't really measure, I just kind of dump things in a crock pot and go. You really can't mess this dip up. Now I'm gonna show you some exact measurements in the description box below, but this dip is so, so good. So let me show you how to make it. Okay, here's what I used for my buffalo chicken dip. I used canned chicken, and I'm actually doubling this recipe, so I'm using 2 cans of chicken and 2 8-ounce packages of cream cheese. I have some cheddar cheese, ranch dressing, and then your favorite hot sauce. And then I'm using just the smaller crock pot to put everything in. Okay, I have placed my cream cheese in my crock pot, and then I have drained the water off these cans of chicken. Then I'm going to add my hot sauce. Now this is optional how much you use. It depends on how hot you want it. I use about 1/4 of a cup of hot sauce. If you want it to be super spicy, add 1/2 cup, however much you want. And then I'm going to add about 3/4 of a cup of ranch dressing. Next to my cheese, I'm going to add about 1 cup. I'm not really measuring, I'm just kind of dumping, but that's about 1 cup. And then what I'm going to do is I have this set on low, and I'm just going to cover it and let it cook for about an hour or so until everything is melted. It makes it a lot easier to stir. Okay, this has been cooking for a little bit, So now what I'm gonna go in here and I'm just gonna stir all this around. Oh yeah. And finally, for appetizer number 5 is for my stuffed dates. Now listen, I'm not sure if you like dates or not, but they're sweet and chewy. I like to think of them as nature's candy, and I fill these dates with a blend of goat cheese and cream cheese and honey, and then sprinkle some crushed almonds. So these dates are sweet and chewy and tangy and crunchy. I'm telling you, people are always so surprised at how much they like them, and I get requests to make these all the time. So I'm excited to share with you this recipe. So here's what you will need to make your stuffed dates. I like to use these whole medjool dates. I just find that the ones that have the pits in them are a lot softer and chewier. They're not quite as dried out. And dates are really good for you. They have a lot of fiber and potassium. And then I also use roasted and salted almonds, goat cheese and cream cheese, a little heavy cream, and honey. Okay, so to a mixing bowl, I have 4 ounces of goat cheese and 4 ounces of cream cheese. Now, if you do not want to use a goat cheese, you can just use all cream cheese. You would use an 8-ounce block. But I like the tanginess of the goat cheese. I just think it's just delicious in here. So I'm going to mix these together. Then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. And I'm also going to add about 2 tablespoons of honey. So add that in. Okay, so I'm going to blend this up. All right, I'm going to scrape down the sides of this bowl. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I want to get this cream cheese into my dates. So I've got a piping bag here, and I'm going to cut the tip off. And then I'm just going to use a small tip. If you don't have this, you can just use a Ziploc bag and cut the corner off. And then I'm just going to fill my bag with the cheese. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a slice down these dates, open them up and remove that pit. And then I'm just going to take my cheese mixture and just fill these dates with this cheese. And I'm just going to lay it on a tray. And I'm just going to keep doing this until they're all filled. Then you want to take some salted roasted almonds, and then I'm just going to chop these up. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I left a little bit of this cheese kind of up so that I can just dip them in the almonds. Just like that. Ta-da! Okay, I really hope that you enjoyed seeing all of my favorite appetizers. So happy New Year, and I will see you next year with some healthy recipes.